all the tools in your disposition to do it. And the race has just begun. The perfect moment in Zebes, since nothing happened, to explain. So, any percent, the racer will race, try to finish the game as quickly as possible, taking any items they need to finish it while being fast at doing it. So, you don't want too few items because it will be too slow, like in the 14% category. But you don't want too many items also, depending on your how comfortable you are with this category, of course.
Basically, what do you really need to finish the game for any percent? What are the major items?
The major items that people will use will be the Varia suit, gravity suit, will be the charge beam. Depending of the route, will be ice wave spacer or ice wave plasma beam. They will need three E tanks. They will take also item boost, speed boosters, and depending of the route, again space jump or no space jump. So to complete the game really fast. So depending on the route, when I say depending on the route, because in PRKD you need spacer for the damage input you need for to be fast against Ridley and Mother Brain. While in all route, which you do the KPDR order while you have PRKD, you will get plasma beam for them, and you will get also space jump since it is faster to navigate through lower Norfair and to together. So it's a time saver.
So currently, who is the better at this? So I believe Nintoaster is the higher seed. Is that correct?
Yes, Nintoaster is the highest seed, but we never we never know with any percent what can happen, especially depending of the route. If Nintoaster goes with new route or at least a safe variant new route, PKRD, he can still die quite easily, especially at Phantoon and Ridley, which is a very too hard boss to do. While ptoil, if you do all route, would be quite safe, but still dangerous since it's any percent.
Well, it should be a fun race either way.
Indeed.
So I guess we just went to Zebes or Zebes or whatever you want to call it, and we're going down to pick up the morphing ball.
Yep, the morphing ball, and then right after that, your first missile pack. And we see Nintoaster is using Moonfall, while ptoil is using non-Moonfall. So we can see that Nintoaster already have an advantage here, but it's only very few room that Moonfall gave an advantage. The climb being the one that gave the most, since a very long fall.
It's also very hard to set up too.
The climb, depending if you want to do the very fast setup, which save just a few frames compared to the slower one, it's very hard. While the slower one, which are just a few frames slower, it's very easy to do. But outside of the climb and the escape moonfall, all the other ones are pretty hard to do for a few frames.
So we're going down to the first missile.
Indeed.
Both
Just
of
I do
our-
like your naming of the planet Zorbes or Zorbes.
Zebes. I always call it Zebes.
Yeah, but those in the chat is like calling it Zorbes.
Isn't that like Arby's?
Nah, I don't know.
Arby's. I'm hungry now. Dang it.
So now both of our runner will go up, and they will have a little surprise. The planet will now be alive with inhabitants. The pirates are not awake. The planet is awake.
It's time. It's time. It's Zebes time.
So we see that Nintoaster is doing the ledge guard climb, while ptoil is doing the wall jump climb.
What's the difference between both?
There's not a very huge difference. It's mostly consistency, the difference. Wall jump climb being the fastest optimally, but it's only by a few frames, I think it is faster. That I'm not 100% sure, but it's not that faster. It's mainly consistency purpose.
I believe Behemoth does the ledge climb with the and I believe
Exactly. And just defend also. Josephine was the first to use the grab climb, and Beema make it more popular.
Look at Nintoaster. He's thinks it's oh, that was showboating right there.
Yeah, now bomb theories are 900 elf. Each missile deal 100, and the pea shoot deal 20. And you want to shoot it in a batch of 5 to equivalent of missiles. For the reasons because you want to not put BT at below 100 elf, because BT has 2 destruction animation, which we skipped the last one with the missiles because of that.
Well, you want to avoid destroying the head, right? Because
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So now, here, after Terminator, is the place we will see route divergence, where we'll know which route the runners will take. If they kill the pirates, they will go to Phantoon. If they take damage from the pirates, they will go to Kraid first.
Kraid out being the getting the Varius suit, and Phantoon getting the gravity suit first.
Indeed, and seeing that Nintoaster is going to do all route, and same for ptoil. So we have an all route versus all route race.
Well, this should be fun. I mean, we've seen a lot of new new route. Now we're going to see a lot of old route.
Yep, will be very interesting. And now, in Brain Stars, the first place where there's the first sequence break in the game, using the technique called a muck ball. Normally, you need speed boosters to go here and take the super missile here. So this is not the first internet super. Normally, it's Sparse Pound, but Sparse Pound is pretty slow to fight, so we take those super.
Yeah, I hate the mock ball. It should be easy, but it is actually kind of difficult. The timing is really hard. But both our runners seem to have done it really well.
Yeah, they're both very used to it, so it's not a problem for them doing the mug balls here.
How many hours do you think our runners have taken to practice this?
Depend of the runner, but practicing this game, you will take a ton of hours for practically every technique in this game. So they might have 1,000 of hours of practice in this game, even more.
Just shows the dedication of everyone that plays this game.
Oh yeah.
Community.
I mean, it's any speed games, people are very dedicated. And now, they both take charge missile and charge beam, and going through the Green Hill zone.
Heading down to Red Tower.
Exactly.
New route would be going up the tower, and old route going down the tower.
Exactly. So since we know they will be both doing all route because of taking the damage from the pirate, they will both go down Red Towers.
First, or do they hold off on that until they come back?
Can you repeat, please? I misheard.
Or do you think they're going to go for Spazer before they get the Bari suit, or are they going to? Oh,
they won't go take the Spazer at all. Spazer is slow to take it in any person unless you're doing new route. So unless they're uncomfortable, they will have taken Spazer right now, like in Undo. But since they're both comfortable in their route, they're not taking it. They don't need it.
And Nintendo's first to get to Kraid.
Was a nice deboost from from Nintoaster, but sadly the deboost may be swag, but it is slower. ptoil did the optimal strat by going through the Zila. Now, Nintoaster is the first to fight this Kraid.
Doesn't have very many missiles.
Don't need more than 2 missiles. And since Nintoaster is going for the 2 missile, 3 super quick kill, let's see how ptoil will do it. Nicely done
Nice
from
quick draw.
Nintoaster. Think ptoil also is going to opt for the 2 missile 3 super. And Variasu for Nintoaster.
Surprisingly, they're not far off from each other.
I know, they're pretty close. And nice quick kill also for ptoil. Yeah,
Now both should be going to Phantoon.
yeah. No, they will go to Norfair first, get what the items they need, and indeed to see those are good value time. So now they will go into Norfair. They first visit the Norfair, where they will go take both speed booster. But first they will go take high jump boot missiles with high jump boot E tanks. High jump boot missile being optional, but mostly they are takens. And then they will go to take speed booster and wave beam, and then they will go directly up to Phantoon, keeping ice beam for later, depending on their how comfortable they are. You can take early ice if you want, but it is slower than taking late ice. Both taking great E tanks, very nice safety items, make the rounds a lot more safer.
They're almost near exactly each other.
Yeah, they are very close to each other. So far, this race is very nice because the runners are very close to each other, so it's a very close race. That's very exciting to see.
Makes it fun for everyone watching too, right?
Yep, everybody like to see a close race because you never know what will happen. You can see, oh, maybe there will be a change of lead or not. So you want to see those kind of race.
And now we've got the high jump boots, and I guess we're going to be heading over to get the speed booster and wave beam.
Exactly.
Looks like ptoil had a bit of trouble getting to the high jump boots there.
Now both have the items, getting the high jump boot missile and then the E tanks. Normally you want to take the E tanks before taking high jump boot, but that's not the most easy thing to do.
So what do they call this room? Isn't this called the cathedral, or is that the next room?
The next room is Cathedral. So this room is named the Cathedral.
Why is that? I've always wondered why they've named some of these rooms these weird names.
It's to identify them and also depend on who named them, the popularity and how popular the name becomes. Mainly is to help differentiate the rooms, and also it depends on multiple things.
Ooh, very nice Nintoaster doing the bubble mountain go.
Indeed. And it's CP12 for Bubble Mountain. That was a
Both of
pretty
them
good
did really
one.
good.
Yes. And now Nintoaster jumping through that door because it fixed the door. P2I also, so it fixing the door, reducing the amount of time the door takes to opens. And now, Speed Booster.
My favorite item in the game.
I think it's the favorite item of everybody, and it's one of the most broken items in this game also.
Well, there's just so many tricks you can do with it.
It's not just because there's so many tricks, because there's so many glitch also you can do with that. And a lot of things that can be do. Now some farming, because they want a good amount of super missiles before going to wreck ship and all. Very nice debut on Nintoaster.
Now we're going for wave for both of them.
Yep. Both will go get wave and also wave missiles.
How many missiles do you need in total to beat Mother Brain?
If you want to go with the minimum, you need 10 missiles, 10 super missiles. But if you want to be fast, like world record is 15 missiles and 10 super missiles. But if you want to be at least a minimum safe, because it saves just and full of frames, you want 20 missiles, so you're very safe for Turian. 25 make it very comfortable for all around also. It's a good numbers of missile 20 25.
So what would you say would be the worst part of the game?
You need to be more precise with the worst part.
The hardest part in the game, I should say, for run.
The hardest part, if we talk any percent, for me personally, since I'm doing PRKD, I will say the hardest part is mainly the wars from the games and the counter stairs. Those are the hardest part. It's very difficult to be alive with one of our escape also. Those three parts are very hard in a new route.
I find lava dive is the hardest part for me. At least trying to make sure that you spark the right, get the deboost to spark. That's the hardest part for me.
Indeed, but you can do also if you're more comfortable with it, what we call the gravity jump.
Is that where we turn off the gravity suit to get the extra boost?
Exactly, you turn off a gravity suit while jumping, so you get a very high jump. Since in liquid, you will keep your momentum, but the game will just remove your momentum very slowly. But we will see none of that since both are doing all route.
Ooh, very nice Nintoaster, or the top of the red
Yeah,
tower there.
the down grab. That is a very nice strat. Let's see if ptoil also go for the down grab. Say nope, he go for the hero shot instead, and he didn't miss it. Now they are taking their first power bomb pack at Alpha Power Bombs, which is also the first intended power bombs.
Well, the new route, you go for that first before you do anything else.
Exactly. You go up to Red Towers, you get that power bombs, and you go straight to Phantoon, and you take Moat Missiles. Then they will skip Moat Missile, unless they want 25 missiles. So they will Shine Spark across the moat and Shine Spark across West Ascent.
That's called Ocean Fly, correct?
If you do both of them, it's called Ocean Fly. But me, I prefer to call it Full Ocean Fly, because you're still technically flying above the ocean if you do it from West Ascent. But it's not the name of the strat though. It's Ocean Fly, which I call the Full Ocean Fly. It's pretty hard. And seeing Nintoaster is going for it.
Oh, nice. Very,
Nice.
very nice.
It's pretty. I've been told it's pretty easy with the super because of how fast the super is, though. But the downside is that you waste a super missiles, which is something you don't really want to waste too much since you only have 5 at this point. It's only after Phantoon can have more super missiles.
Yeah, but you don't need too many super missiles against Phantoon, because if you hit him with a super missile, it does tend to make him go crazy. Correct?
Exactly, but you still have two. You still have 2 super door and a Ghidorah to open. So each requires super. The Ghidorah technically don't require super. It's just faster than using 3 missiles. So now Nintoaster is going to fight his ghost. So bless RNG.
Hopefully, we get a fast or a fast mid.
So far it's not a fast, not a mid. It is a slow.
See if we get a Doppler. Oh, nice, nice, very nice.
X-Factor. They won't do Dopplers since they're doing all round. They might do Doppler for the second round, but not for the first round. So let's see. Again, a slow, and he's going for a double X-Factor.
Oh, very nice. Nintoaster's first to bid it.
Oh, ptoil misses X-Factor on Phantoon. Oh, that's very punitive. At least didn't give a fast. Come on, Phantoon, don't give a slow.
His energy's down too.
Nice, good. So ptoil can now shoot again. That's very unfortunate for ptoil.
Yeah. Ooh,
All right.
oh no, he's down to 7 hit. Ooh, that is very
Ooh,
close.
watch out, ptoil. At least with Vayasu only take 20 damage. So that big elf was a lifesaver for him. So he was able to again survive another hit. And now he's out of danger. And Phantoon is dead.
Nice job. Nice survival.
Now Nintoaster just got his second and last super missile pack.
And now we're heading to Attic.
Exactly. Let's see which kind of strat will do. Will you do the ballistic, the powerbomb strat, or the speed keep? With taking powerbomb, I think we'll use the powerbomb strat. Oh, he tried to go for the speed keep there with the power after using power bombs. So 9 seconds. It's not an easy strat going for the speed keep strat.
Have to be very precise with your timing. Now we're heading to Bowling Alley.
Not yet, not yet. The bowling alley is where all the spike are. Where bowling to Rizzo is.
Gonna do the fly for. That's nice.
Nice shine spark. And now you have some time ahead of him to write if you want, or look at his social media.
Every time I see that, I just think to myself, that makes sense why it's bowling alley. I just keep waiting for him to lower his arm and just roll the ball right down the stairs there instead of walking him down.
Now Nintoaster will get his gravity suit. So the thing is that various suit reduce damage by half, protect from heat, and gravity suit reduce damage by the 3/4, so 75%. Protect also from heat, but also let you move free in under liquids. Gravity suit overlap various suit and everything except for 2 things, where even your route take various suit instead of taking 3 more E tanks because of the rainbow beams on other ranks, which only detect various suit for damage reduction. And also, funnily enough, the baby Metroid also only detect various suit for damage reduction.
And now ptoil is going bowling again. I just keep waiting for the to be trolled where they actually gets rolled down the stairs instead of walked down.
Nintoaster aiming for forming those 2 cack attack. Not a bad idea to be a good ammo count, especially for super missiles. Oh, and getting eaten by the top Vibe Plume, which wastes more time by the bottom one. For some reason, they take longer to chew you than the bottom Vibe Plume.
Well, they're trying to suck out your brains. That would explain it.
Yeah, probably. And for me, 1 power bomb's here.
Nice damage boost.
Now being full on super will be a pretty safe butt wound fight and a very easily fast butt wound fight. So Nintoaster did farm that beatdown because he want minimum of 3 super, because you need 1 for the tube, 1 for aqueduct, 1 for butt wound, and 1 for the dragons. And you can farm at least 1 power bombs in the way. If you're unlucky, at least you will have 1 power bombs only for butt wounds. Since for the dragons, it's not that big of a deal not having a power bombs for the extractor, but butt wound you do want to extractor butt wound to save on super missiles.
Well, if you get to the full X factor, it's only 5.
4 super missile of damage on butt wound. Since each particle deal 300 point of damage, a super missile deals 300 point of damage, except on Phantoon and in Ridley and some other enemies which take double damage. Randomly, they deal 300 point damage, and but wounds not one of them that take double, so each particle will deal the equivalent of 1 super missiles. And Nintoaster going for the decal strat. Oh, and missing 1 particles. At least it did hit one of the wound body, so he was able to quickly be able to shoot. And since he missed some super missiles and some might have hidden wounds body, which has really bad hitbox, you need to use ether missiles or sharp shot to kill butt wound. Still a good fight. Not by the book, but still a good fight with all those little things that happens. Managed to save it.
Still gonna.
And now it will be a ptoil turns to fight butt wound.
Sorry, I gotta laugh. Butt wound. Butt.
Yeah. And very nice fight from ptoil, managing to land all the 4 decal extractors and the remaining super missiles on the butt wound.
He made Botwoon the butt of the joke there.
And indeed. Sadly, both of Runner were not able to even get the Alfie, nor the full Alfie. And now Nintoaster going to fight Draygon.
Oh, that was unfortunate for ptoil. Wonder, are we gonna see the? Are we gonna see a spark
Yeah.
kill?
Of course, we're gonna see a Spark kill. And with the X Factor in that, oh, the good Spark from Nintoaster. Now a nice spark there, using some munition, and another good spark. Because of that, ptoil can manage to go and be ahead of an Nintoaster if all goes well for him. Oh, and a good spark also for ptoil.
Nice.
This is indeed a really high praise, Toasty. Sorry. Oh, and ptoil killing Draygon, so ptoil is now in the lead, ladies and gentlemen.
We have a lead chain. That's really exciting.
Yep, and since ptoil managed to get the spike suit. Come on, Nintoaster, you can kill her. Nintoaster decided to take it safe. Don't blame him since Draygon's very hurt. So Shine Spark can be very dangerous for a chain damage.
Especially when you don't have a lot of health left.
No, exactly.
Well, ptoil's in the lead right now, but we'll see what happens once we get to Ridley, because Ridley is also a very hard boss.
Oh, indeed. If you with plasma, it's pretty easy, but you can easily fake being good at Ridley with plasma beam. But still, if you're not that good at Ridley, you can easily lose your lead.
Oh, finally. Good job, Nintoaster. It was a hard boss, but you did your best.
Indeed.
So we see ptoil getting into the room where you can, the next
Oh,
room
and,
before the plasma.
yep, a nice one-pull jump from Nintoaster. And Pitoy going into the plasma room, getting his plasma beam. The strongest beam in the game.
Plasma can pierce through anything, correct?
Yeah, can pierce through any enemies except for a few. Notably Monobrains and Ridley. They can be pierced by plasma beams. Some few standard enemies also can't be pierced by plasma beams because they're invulnerable to beams.
That would
Plasma,
be the
plasma kind of lose its ability to pierce if they can't froze or can't hurt an enemies. Indeed, beams. Space-time beam is indeed very much stronger than plasma beam alone. But it is
so,
a combination of spacer and plasma, so the combination of the best beam and the strong beam.
well, except for rainbow beam, but we don't get that until the end of the game.
Ah, no, Rainbow Beam is not the best beam.
It's a murder beam, dude.
Ah, Murder Beam is not the best. It's not the best beam. Spacer is the best beam.
I will fight you for that one.
I mean, world record use Spacer. It show how much better beam it is.
Hockey fight now.
Challenge accepted.
Got to show our Canadian Anna here.
Indeed. I mean, Kip, Ice Beam is so good. We can't put it there. It's overshadow every other beams. We need some space for the other beams, please. And now Ptoil has now the Ice Beam. It's so good that it cancels the color of all the other beams for the blue beams.
Well, you know what they say. Now he's gonna be ice, baby.
Indeed. And it seems Pitoy is going to take the Sorton route. Hard route, but the fastest route. If done correctly, optimally. But Northern route is much easier to do. And now Nintoaster is going to, at his turn, to take the Ice Beam. Oh, and Pitoy opting for the Nutella refills. A little surprised, since his L was really good. Wanted to be extra safe.
Well, he took a different route than normal, didn't he?
I'm not sure about that. And using Pseudo Screw here to protect himself from the Namiye flames. Yes, Pseudo Screw do indeed protect you against some enemies' attack. And Nintoaster taking the northern route.
Very nice, and he's going to Lower Norfair first.
Yep. And he will be the only one hearing that good music since we have Nintoaster's music, but in not that long, we will also hear one of the best music in this game.
Norfair, yeah, Lower Norfair has the best music for sure.
Ah, Pitoy missing the fast speller strat. Opting to go for the power bomb strat. So because of that, he will not be able to use power bombs for the counter stairs for removing those blocks, since you will need to conserve those 2 power bombs for the yellow door and the power bombs block in Wasteland.
And here we are, the worst room in the game.
Pretty easy with Plasma Beam and Space Jump.
If you didn't have the plasma beam and the space jump, you'd be doing a strat like of a continuous wall jump, wouldn't you be?
Yep. Yep, the Washroom the game strategy in Urals is really hard and it's the easiest also being the optimal strat because the backup strat are way harder in Washroom the game on your route. You really want to nail it first try, but in all route, as you can see, a piece of candy.
Nintoaster, very nice, taking the spark through the room.
Yep. And now ptoil into the wasteland. Taking a little beating from those Des Giga. Opting to try to cargo without taking damage from the spike. I recommend taking damage from the spike since they deal way less damage than the Kazan, also known as the spike platform. The Kazan deal 50 damage with Gravity Suit, while the spike will deal 15 damage. A huge difference in terms of health.
I hate these guys. These guys suck so badly. But ptoil got it really easy.
Yep. And nice first cargo from the Nintoaster. Decided not to do the second one. And ptoil now is Ridley fight. 20 short shot with Ice Waves Plasma Beam. And interestingly enough, Nintoaster opting for the Shine Spark kill on the pirate. The Shine Spark kill is the slowest way to kill a pirate, but if he is the most comfortable and consistent, it's better than trying any other strat, which will end up being slower if you're not consistent with them. So Nintoaster at his turn against Ridley, 20 short shot. And when Ridley turned red, you only need 9 short shot remaining. And nice fight from ptoil. Also, as you can see, Ridley is still at its own AI compared to Ridley. It can do very funky things depending on where you are and where Ridley is.
Very nice fight by ptoil.
And Ridley is dead.
And very, very nice.
Nicely done for a Nintoaster. Now both will be going now into Turian, since their last boss is now dead.
Shall we make a guess? I say they will both beat it within.
And now both of the runners going to reload one of their escape, where they will see the 3 musketeer. In new route, those are pretty dangerous since no plasma beam to kill them easily. And as you can see with ptoil dealing with them very easily, not a big deal at all. And Nintoaster also opting for killing the 3 musketeer. Wanted to be safe. And Nintoaster is beginning to catch ptoil pretty quickly. using the power bombs here to destroy those power bomb blocks and going to Fork Speedway. And after that, once it will be in the business center, they will just go take the elevator, exit Norfair, and never return to Norfair again.
And then straight to the B4 or G4. Sorry, G4.
Exactly. So they will take a zip into Maridia, as it's faster to go there to go to G4. As we can see, both ptoil and Nintoaster are in Maridia. Little mistake costing a lot of time, letting Nintoaster getting near him pretty quickly. Now Nintoaster is very close to ptoil.
This should be a very, very exciting finish here.
Yep, and now Nintoaster is taking the lead. It is very exciting, this race. At first, Nintoaster had the lead, and then was ptoil, and now Nintoaster has again the lead. I really want to see how it will finish, because they seem to be very close to each other in terms of skills.
Again, I want to make a guess on what their final times will be. I'm saying that they'll both finish within 48 minutes.
I will make my. I will go with when they will be at Tourien. That's where I will do my estimate. But I seem to always overshoot my estimate also in times. Really nicely done from Nintoaster here. And now the G4 all the way. And now Nintoaster can relax in this room. I like to call the statue room the horizontal bomb jump training rooms, as I find it's the perfect moment to practice your horizontal bomb jumping. I often do that, practice my horizontal bomb jump here.
I like to try to put the bombs right in the forest statue.
And Nintoaster is the first one entering Tourien. Yeah, I think they will both finish with a 48.
And we'll see how they do with the Metroid rooms.
They're going very aggressive, using super on all the Metroid in the first room. Very aggressive play from both of them. And using also super on the third room from Nintoaster, also a very aggressive play. That did pay well, he's a 9 super. Let's see for ptoil, also doing super. Not paying for the moment. No, it didn't pay. Grouping the last room for Nintoaster.
Let's see if you can get it all. They can get them all in the same one spot and then hit. There we go. One. Now probably one of the hardest stuff to do is the baby skip.
Yep. They just need to get the baby skip now. And ptoil was pretty lucky with his drop to be able to get full super.
Good luck, runners.
And nicely done for Nintoaster getting the baby skip. And P20 going for the lag skip. And did get it also. Nicely done, P20.
It's going to come down to who does MB and escape fastest to see who wins. Because they're within like 5 seconds of each other.
Oh, indeed.
A very nice Zebetide skip there.
And Motherbrain 1 is down for Nintoaster. And now Motherbrain 1 is down for P-Toys. It seems that Nintoaster is the one ahead, unless there's something very bad that will happen. Nintoaster will be the clear winner here.
I'll never say never, because Mother Brain 2 can be a bit tricky sometimes.
That's true. Ooh.
Like I said, anything can happen.
Yep. Seeing where the cutscene begins, I think both of them will get a 51 instead, like a sign instead. Seeing the time where they are. And now, the baby will begin refilling the life of both Nintoaster and P-Toy.
And then we get to my favorite beam in the game, the murder beam.
Nah. No, there's no murder being so they didn't took Spacer. I'm sorry.
I will fight you. I will fight you so hard.
They wouldn't select that Hyper Beam.
Now we get the juggling.
And so far, a very good fight from Nintoaster. Nicely done from Nintoaster. And P-Toy opting for the light corner to be very safe. It's better to use the light corner if you're not used to do the up close and personal Modern 3 fight, because in 80% if you're not used to the up close and personal and you try it, you can easily take a lot of damage. Now the escape sequence.
Where it gets real. Not really, but it gets real. You might be right. It might be 51 minutes for Nintoaster and ptoil.
The escape sequence takes approximately 2 minutes, and the cutscene from the rain takes approximately 2 minutes also. And because Nintoaster took damage from the pirates, he wasn't able to complete his moonfall, sadly. And the standard escape spark. And Nintoaster doing the objectively right choice, not saving the animals.
Aw, come on. You gotta
Hey,
save the animals.
save the frames, kill the animals. And
Hey,
GG to Nintoaster, finishing with an official SR time of 50 minutes and 59, 50 minutes and 38 seconds.
very nice. Congratulations, Nintoaster. Well done. GG.
And GG to ptoil, finishing with an official SR time of 50 minutes and 59 seconds. Both of them managed to finish under 51 minutes. Congratulations to both of them, and GG to Nintoaster for winning this race.
GG both of you guys. GG for ptoil and GG for Nintoaster. Congratulations both of you. It was a wonderful race.
So, okay. So this finish this episode for this race, for me at least, since I'm not the one to do interviews, since I'm not comfortable with them. Unless you want to do some interview.
Oh no, that's okay. Don't worry about it. I'm not great at interviews myself. I want to thank you, French, for being my partner in this one, even though I I was probably behind the stream by about a minute or so. So, but thank you for picking up the slack there.
You're welcome, and thank you for joining me on this commentation. So this will end this episode for tonight. There's another race will begin soon after this one. So stay tuned for another exciting race of the Super Metroid multi-category tournament. So I was your host, Ranch Lightning Chong, and thank you all for seeing this race, and see you for the next race.
I'm the old fart gamer, and thank you very much.